Hello and welcome everyone to the second version of Comic Artists Redraw Each Other's Comic Panels. We have got quite the lineup today with OG mangaka, white manga, gaming YouTuber and artist who has their own webcomic, Shenpai, and another professionally published comic artist, Xander Flicks. And also me, who feels probably like the outcast here, the only person without like a fully published comic, but I hope I can fit in today. So everyone here has already chosen panels from each other's comics and redrawn them. Who wants to talk about their comic first?
Let's force Skydex to start.
Are you gonna force me to start because it's my video? I'm fine with that. We can do my comic first. So for the audience at home who probably don't know about my comic yet, I'll give a little summary of it. My comic is called The Backwards House. And The Backwards House is a comic I've made where the story revolves around a cursed VHS tape that traps the souls of anyone who watches it inside an old children's cartoon show. We follow our main character, Katie, as they try to escape this cursed VHS tape while trying not to lose their mind along the way. As we're recording this, it's not actually published yet, but hopefully when the video's out, it will be released. We've got about 60 pages or so that these guys have had to comb through and choose their favorite one. So hopefully that was enough for you guys to look at and get a good idea of which panel was your favorite. So which of you guys want to show off the panel first?
I can go first, so I can set the precedent.
Yes. What panel have you chosen from this comic?
One that really gripped me the most is the first monster that showed up.
From
because
chapter
the design
2.
for it. Yes,
Let's
from
go.
chapter 2. Like I got to see the design early, so that was cool. And I chose this panel right here at the bottom.
Oh, hell yeah. I was praying someone would choose this. Dude, when we first organized this collab, chapter 2 wasn't done. And I was like, all the cool panels are in chapter 2. So I rushed to finish it and be like, guys, please, someone draw chapter 2.
Don't worry, I got you, homeboy.
Let's go. Oh, damn.
Oh, rad.
Let's go.
Nice.
Oh my god, you captured the energy very well.
Yeah, I wanted to make it like imposing, and you're gonna realize I'm a sucker for making things go out of panel. I really like this guy's design, so this was a lot of fun to redraw.
This is really good. It really captures the energy. I kind of knocked mine out pretty early. If I had seen this, we would have probably had the same panel.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of crack White is on, but literally like the 2 days after we scheduled the recording, White was like, yeah, I'm done. I finished all the panels. I'm like, damn.
Oh god, yeah.
It's like the boss battle music started.
Oh yeah, the Dark Souls like name pops up at the bottom.
I can go next.
Xander? Okay, let's see it.
I did.
Oh, this is, okay, it's a cute one to pick. That's a cute one to pick.
Given what I thought was happening based on the sketches you were posting, that this would be like a foreshadowing moment. And it's, you can tell the way like she's talking to him. This is gonna be like a moment to remember. Like, and so I liked that.
Oh,
Next.
okay, that's cute.
Ah.
Oh my, I can
Yeah,
definitely see your style in this. Your style, Xander, it reminds me of like old cartoons, like Cartoon Network shows, Ben 10, that kind of stuff.
I was thinking the same thing, very from that era of cartoons.
I really like this one. Should we move on to the final one in this section, which is White Manga's panel?
The panel I chose to tackle.
Oh, okay. I like this one. I'm actually really excited to see how you redrew it.
I saw this one and, I thought it was like a really cool, overall cool concept for the whole comic, by the way. I was really enjoying reading it, everybody's stuff.
Thank you.
But it was like a cool shot, and I always appreciate when artists try to tackle tough angles like this. In my benefit, I don't have to deal with backgrounds because you focus on the character.
Since I have to hire background artists, I'm like, okay, I might have to cut down on backgrounds wherever I can. Oh my god!
Oh wow!
Jesus Christ!
The eye.
I don't even know what to say. Your years of manga experience is showing through, definitely. Oh my god.
I tweaked the design only slightly. Almost
Yeah.
like, how the art style and the whole vibe kind of switches when you go through the multiverse and Spider-Verse. That's just what happened.
Yeah, and the way you drew the like cloak and clothes as well. You even given her a corset, which is, you're just improving my art actually. What? You're mugging me here. Dude, I love the glowing eye, like, under the hat. I'm using that. I'm gonna use that in an upcoming chapter.
You're welcome. When I read it and you use it, I'll be like, that's a nod. That's a nod to this video. There's 16 Easter eggs you missed.
Thank you guys very much for redrawing my fun little comic. These were all awesome. I'm gonna nominate Apple Black to be the next manga we talk about.
The funny thing is, going to conventions and all the years, I'm so used to talking about my stuff at this point. So Apple Black is basically in a world of sorcery, very fantastical elements. And it's a world where wands are reimagined. So you can have characters that a wand could be almost anything that has undergone certain rituals. But we follow Sano, who is prophesized to be this savior called the Trinity, but he has visions that point to him being quite the opposite. So you kind of go through this story with this good kid battling and figuring out his path, whether he's actually the savior or, in fact, the end of the world. All that fun, shonen, energy, hype stuff influenced by series from like the 2010s, the usual big three, One Piece, Bleach, Naruto. But the newer stuff has influenced me over the years as well. But if you're into that kind of stuff, that's what Apple Black is.
I'll volunteer to go first. I want to talk about the one I did. So, Apple Black, there's thousands of pages because White Manga hates us. He just wants us to read all of that.
Yes.
So, my favorite part about Apple Black is probably the main trio. We've got Simon, Sano, and Ryuzaki, and I wanted to find a panel that really encapsulated those three characters. So I found this panel here, which I really like this panel. I think it shows off all the main trio's personalities quite well, and they're falling into quote-unquote detention. Sano on the left has no idea what is happening, so he's just panicking. Ryuzaki's ready for a fight, and Simon is just aura farming in the middle because he can. Which is awesome. When I redraw these panels, I always love to change up the composition just a bit. So here is what I came up with for this redrawing.
It's really good. The coloring especially, and just the overall changes, the dynamic hand from Ryuzaki, open hands, welcoming the war. I appreciate this. This looks really good.
Thank you.
I'm incredibly impressed by the foreshortening of that hand.
I love a good foreshortening to add to a dynamic pose.
Especially with hands, dude. What? Looking at this makes me just think you're sick in the head, but like in a good way.
Yep. Thank you.
/ positive.
It looks like a screen cap from like an anime, just like with the aspect ratio change, and it looks great. The backgrounds too.
Thank you.
I drew this panel in maybe 2013.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god!
So long ago.
Wow. At first I thought you were going to say 20 minutes, and I was like, all right, now you're just showing off.
No.
Yeah, okay, who wants to show off the Apple Black panel next?
At first, I wanted to draw Opal because I saw Opal for the first time and was just like, yup,
Great introduction panel.
I like Opal a lot. And then I tried to draw it and I failed numerous times. So I decided to switch up the panel to something else because I couldn't do her justice. And instead I chose the actual first time we see the arm in the full arm in action. And it's this panel right here.
Oh, the aura farming panel?
Rad.
The aura farming, yeah, it tripped me. That one just kept jumping into my mind. I really wanted to redraw it. I ended up with this.
Ooh.
The only thing I couldn't
That's
really
awesome.
replicate was the leg up on the stone, so I hit it.
Yeah.
I had to give up on that front. I had so much fun with the clouds and the cloth moving.
There is like a touch or like a charm of your style still showing. This is definitely fun.
I see you've also changed the colors a bit. It's like, I guess it's more muted. It makes it feel more somber and like a more serious tone for this, which I like. You've changed up like the tone.
One of my traits is that I always draw with red line art.
Yeah.
It's just my staple.
My new favorite word, aura farming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna hear that a lot in this video, I reckon.
I like this panel too. I went on a similar journey to Shenpai. Opal was a really great looking character. Like the more I kept reading, I was like really drawn to the pun intended, to the boss fight, if you will, like the first like real fight between like enemies that had been kind of beefing at each other the whole scene. So This is the panel I redrew.
That's a good choice. That is definitely a hard panel. Did you begin to redraw this very action-oriented pose?
Yeah, good choice.
It's really cool that like after we've gotten some like smaller breaks in action, we get this like really cool impact panel. So I was really drawn to it.
Ooh!
Whoa!
Oh, it's cool.
Whoa!
Great lighting.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for like a blue lit magic power, and I was like, oh, good, I get to use that a little bit here, especially like on uplighting Sana's face, and I'm kind of darkening the foreground villain getting absolutely blasted here.
Yeah, look, Mama, I'm on Cartoon Network.
Dude, it does, doesn't
Yeah,
it? It
right.
looks like you got a Cartoon Network show. Oh my god.
It's like a Samurai Jack villain.
Okay, we've only got 2 comics left. That is Birdhaven and Bullet Boy. Which one should we do?
I'm running.
Shin's gone. Shin's out of here.
Bullet Boy issue 1 is where we meet Josh McKean, a normal kid who has always dreamed of being a superhero. But, you know, when a robot uprising invades the city, he leaves his house and like tries to be a vigilante. And his first courageous act to save somebody puts him in harm's way, but it also unexpectedly activates a dormant superpowers in his DNA. So that's a mystery he'll have to solve later, but for now, he'll have to become Bullet Boy and stop the robots and save the day.
Speaking of the robots
Nice.
he has to stop, that may have something to do with the panel I chose. I'll go first. When I was reading through Bullet Boy issue 1, there was one kind of full-page spread that stood out to me, and that was this one here, which...
Oh no.
No way.
which maybe someone else has picked, judging by reactions, but we'll see, It always happens. I really love this panel. This is Bullet Boy testing out his super speed for one of the first times, absolutely decimating all these robots. They are not being fixed after this. So it was actually really difficult to reinterpret this in my own style, and because I always want to change something. So the main thing I ended up changing was that final pose Bullet Boy hits at the end. I wanted him to be crushing that last robot, and you can kind of see his whole body there. So that was my goal for this. I also redrew
What
and
the
kind of
hell?
my style as well, yeah.
Starting to realize
Wow.
I may have made a mistake.
no.
This is really good. The lighting too. It's so vibrant.
You really nailed the perspective, and I really like in your version how you can tell exactly where the impact has been made in like the metal, like, especially on the last panel. You can see like that screen just getting broken and like his feet digging into the metal there. It looks really good. You absolutely like nailed this.
It was definitely very fun trying to figure out how these robots would like bend and mush after being struck by such an impact. So that was definitely a very interesting thing to figure out. And I'm very happy with how it turns out in the end as well. Shan, you were making some noises before.
I mean, for the fact that we may or may not have chosen the same panel, I think it would make sense. Even though I have a question, could we record another time so I can go and make a new one?
Oh my gosh, Shan, no, you don't have to do all that. You don't have to do all that.
I also saw that one and I was just like, yep, it's decided for me. Yeah, my version looks like this. I tried.
Oh, rad!
Shin is Shin's biggest hater. It's great. It's still.
I am
like,
my biggest hater. I hate.
Yeah.
I don't mean to, but it's the anxiety.
I like how Bullet Boy is like a little bit more chibi down here, like as you get further away, like the perspective, and he's like a little bit cuter, and he's like, let's go for it, and then he just like goes around and does the same thing. He's like super cool by the end.
The thing I was struggling with the most, which I think Shin may have done better than me, was like that lightning kind of streak, which actually giving it those like sparks and extra like lightning bits, I think makes it look much cooler than how I did it. So that's a very good way of interpreting it, I reckon.
And they pop out of the panels too. Very
Yeah, we got
signature.
some more panel breaks.
I may like a certain thing, just a little bit.
Looks awesome.
Good thing I did not pick this panel. I almost did.
Oh God, imagine
we
if all
both would
three
have
of
been
us were the
upstage there,
same.
wouldn't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
We gotta show other parts of the comic. There's other cool parts, you know.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
cool.
Oh
The
yeah.
last one.
Yep, the last one. Also, it's a blue bullet, and I was like, I remember reading that. and going,
right. It's supposed to be kind of one of those like, did I read that right? You know, moments at the end of the comic.
Still workshopping the name there. And it really helps sell the character a lot, the vibe, what the ability is, just a lot going on.
Ooh.
Yo,
Oh my
wow.
Gotta show off the
God.
anatomy knowledge, do we?
I love how cheerful he looks. The motion and like how fast he's going is very evident.
I don't know how you've done that. He looks faster in this drawing.
I threw everything at it. Blurs, speed lines, whatever I could, whatever I could get my hands on.
Yeah, that's Bullet Boy. I hope you're happy with those panels, Xander. What do you think?
Oh, they're absolutely like so cool, and like we've all said, like this is like getting like free fan art. Like it's so cool to see like the reinterpretations, and so many different artist styles.
Last but not least, our final comic of the day, Birdhaven by Shenpai. Shen, please tell us a little bit about Birdhaven for those here who may or may not have heard of it yet.
Birdhaven is a story about a boy or a man named Voxer Eliphiel, who is the very last elf on this world that he lives in, and you follow in his footsteps to see how he handles being the only one in a world that seemingly hates him for being who he is. And he grows a little disillusioned to the world, and in the story, the world is currently being inhabited by a bunch of monsters that seemingly came out of nowhere, and him and his friends are going around the world to discover where they're coming from, how it's happening, and also everything about himself that he wasn't able to learn previously. And I started releasing chapters again this year.
Let's go. The chapter 2 just came out, I believe, as well.
Chapter 3 just came out.
Oh my goodness.
Like, with everything so far, the vibes have been, at least it gave me the vibes of something a little bit more touching. It would be the final bottom panel over here.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a sweet one to choose.
Wow, yeah.
The thing about this, though, I had to do a little bit of freestyling, color-wise. I have no idea what that creature is color like, you know, what his Pokemon there is. And so I took that, and here's what we got.
Oh,
Whoa!
Those are like the
Oh
colors
my
I
God.
imagined when I was reading this.
Oh, that's so sick. That's so cute.
oh my
Yep,
god.
yeah.
All the
Aw,
feathers and
yeah.
everything. You drew the griffin thing so well. Is it a griffin? That's how I'm interpreting it.
They're actually like labeled war griffins, so they were used for battle back in the
Oh
day,
my
but now
goodness.
they're more like bonded house pets.
Not too much backgrounds again, so thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
I'm not big of a background artist, so
The thing I find hardest to do in comics is definitely drawing character interaction. You've done a very good job at that.
I would definitely love to go next.
Sure. Let's see it, Xander.
This is kind of before we meet the face of our hero or our protagonist, so to speak, and we get to kind of like witness our like an action encounter as well at the same time. So you're kind of like sizing up your protagonist and kind of seeing like, okay, what are their abilities going to be? Like, who are they? And we get to meet this creature as well. And I'm like, oh man, it'd be so cool to draw this like 3-eyed creature. And like, I don't know, there's a lot going on here. And of course, it's just like an impact. I did this one.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa!
Oh my god. Wow. That's good.
Yeah.
holy hell, that really is Oro farming. Yeah.
Exactly. I definitely felt like it was a Matrix moment. Like even when I was reading it, like there's a lot of build up to it, and then there's like this swinging, like, oh, he's gonna get the upper hand, isn't he? And then you see what happens to this poor creature in the next frame, and you're like, oh no.
Like the use of black and white and still having each piece on the illustration kind of pop in their own way.
Thank you. It looks so cool. I'm sitting here giggling and kicking my feet.
I'm gonna be honest, my favorite part about Birdhaven is Birdhaven. So when I saw Birdhaven for the first time, which was just these two mountains with like a rift in the middle connected with all these nets. In other words, I wanted to do a background because I hate myself.
Oh, whoa, that's
So-
insane.
So that page isn't actually the panel I'll be redrawing. That was just what I kind of used as reference for what Birdhaven
Okay.
is. This is the panel I wanted to redraw. I may have spent slightly more time on this panel than the other one, but I'll just show off. This is what I ended up doing after 9 hours of work.
What the hell?
Oh my god, wow.
What the hell, Sky?
You pay people to do your backgrounds?
Not in this instance, but
You encapsulated it so well because it's exactly what it looks like. Like you really honed in on how it's supposed to look because I'm bad at backgrounds. So this is just whoa.
yeah.
This
Honest-
is very good.
I feel like I need to pay you for
No,
this.
No, it was. I just had fun drawing this, especially like just figuring out how this place would look and everything, kind of being invested in that world.
Yeah.
But oh my
This
god.
is kind of like when you open the book spread, you have one page.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a very cool spread.
You don't get lost anywhere. It's not like it twists and turns in a weird way. Your eye can follow it exactly as you'd expect from this perspective. It looks awesome.
Yeah,
with like all the
thank you.
water leading your eye down to the bottom too.
I used
Yeah.
my favorite perspective grid, which is, you can probably tell on the bridge in the foreground how it's curved. I used a fisheye lens perspective grid, a curvilinear perspective grid.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all the art for this video. I hope you guys had a fun time redrawing each other's comics. I definitely had a fun time reading everyone's comics. I think was my favorite part of this.
Same.
We all kept saying, like, leading up to this, like, how crazy is it going to be to see all these different art styles to all these different comics? Like,
Yeah, I think
I don't
it's
know.
great.
So cool.
It's so cool seeing everyone else, how they've changed like your art. I'm very big fans of everyone here, and I think some of you guys are also fans of each other, which is very funny to know, but it was a very fun lineup this time around, I reckon.
I'm a big fan of you, Skynix. Plink, plink.
God damn it, Shen.